Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy beginning of a wonderful week. It's a great day to have a great day. So come on in, say hello, let me know that you're here. I'm going to find it on Facebook so I can share it out. But if you're here, just let me know. Just say good morning. Hi, how are you? Whatever you want to say, just get in here and say it. And I see that we are live. So let me share that out. Good morning, Gabby. How are you, my sweet friend? So good to see you here this morning. What a wonderful day. And I think it is nighttime for you. I'm trying to get this straight. I think it's like 7:30 at night for you. Just taking a moment to share it. Please help me share it out. Good morning, Christina. Okay, bear with me while I share. Sharing is caring. Okay. Got it shared. I can see your beautiful names now. Catherine Kovacs. Hello, darling. How are you? Yay, see, Gabby, I'm learning. Oh, and you did another salt bath. Awesome. I'm so glad you did that. We need that self-care and self-love, don't we? Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Becky. Oh, it's so good to see all of you on here this morning. Let's get the rest of our family in here so we can enjoy a cup of coffee today. You're awake today, Catherine. Yes, awesome. How are you feeling, Catherine? And how's your kitty cat? I know we've been lifting your cat up. Happy Sunday, absolutely. Oh, what a beautiful day. I woke up and before I even got out of bed, I started doing my affirmations and I just opened up the window to see what was going on. And it's one of those weird days with the sky where the clouds are just flying by. They're not sitting still, they're just really moving. And I just laid there and was doing the affirmations and watching the movement in the sky. And I thought, wow, this is how we can be if we just don't try to put up any resistance. Things just start moving, and we don't have to be in control of that movement. We don't always, sometimes we think we have to be in control, right? We have to make things happen. But if we just let go, we let go of the reins, there's going to be movement. There's going to be that downstream motion that's going to take us where we want to be. If we just let go, and that was my big lesson this morning. I don't have to be in control. All I have to do is show up. That's my job. Just show up. And thank you all for doing your job and showing up, because together we create this very beautiful energy in the world. And I just love what we do here every morning and what we put out there for everyone to just embrace each other and embrace the moment. Our Charlie's here. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Leonora, Carol Allen. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see all of you here this morning. We had a wonderful time chanting together last night. Hi, Natalie. Marianne, I think I said good morning to you, sweetie. And Joanna Raven Marshall is watching with us. I missed some of the names. I had to scroll back for them. Michelle Brian is watching. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. We did some amazing work last night. We really did. We chanted for almost 3 hours and just really received a lot of blessing ourselves from it. And I fully believe that it made a difference. I believe things are starting to shift and change, and we're hearing some of the evidence that things are changing for the better. Hi, Maria Cefalo. Welcome. Marietta, my dear friend. Thank you for being here. Christina Leftwich. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for being with us this morning. Oh, wow. This is so beautiful to have the family gather on this Sunday morning. So, what are we doing today? What's going on in your world today? Mine is so full of really beautiful people. I get to be with Ruth and Deb this morning for a silent meditation. We do that every Sunday morning. It's our routine, it's our tradition to come on and just be with you for half an hour or so and go into that place that it's just a beautiful place to be when we just be. We don't force anything, just like right now, just being, just showing up. And as Marietta said, accept, align, allow. Just being into that, in that state of, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to please anybody. I don't have to have anything prepared to preach or to share. It just happens. We just open our mouth or type on the keyboard and it just happens. We just come together in such a beautiful way. And I love, love this time together with you on the morning. And Becky, you were feeling restless last night. Yeah, it was kind of a strange energy. And as I said, when I looked outside and saw what was going on this morning, it was a lot of movement out there, a lot of cloud movement, a lot of energy movement. Helen Stanley, thank you for being with us. Sandra Morin, good morning. Sally De La Rosa, good morning to you, sweet friend. So yesterday we decided that we were going to make a sound healing from nature, from just recording what's around us, what's going on, the crickets, the birds, the frogs, water, whatever it might be that's around you. And so we are doing that. And I've started to receive some of your beautiful videos and audios of what's going on. And I'm stringing those together and will create a sound healing that we'll put on YouTube and everyone will have access to it. So I think it's so beautiful. The ones I've already received are so awesome. And Helen, you're in the UK. Well, good afternoon to you. And Joanna says, yes, a restless night for her last night. And Catherine's feeling a little off this morning, but don't know why. Okay, let's see if we can raise that vibration then. Catherine says, better and better. Kitties are healing. They send their love and thanks. Beautiful. And I saw somebody said, Michelle Brian, celebrating my husband's birthday. Happy birthday to your husband. And you're waiting on 2 hurricanes. Yeah, there's that. There's a lot going on out there. So no wonder people are having restless nights and we feel like there's a lot of really fast movement going on in the world, because it is moving and swirling and just changing things around. And Gabby says, had the worst night's sleep of my life, more because of the fur babies, though they wouldn't let me settle. Well, they're feeling the energy too. You know, animals feel it probably more than we do. They're so sensitive to the energy and sensitive to change. So hopefully they'll settle down and this energy will settle down. Marianne, you slept like a rock. No wonder after all of that chanting, we chanted away any stress, didn't we? Oh, Gabby loves the kitties. Oh, this is so good. You know, Christine O'Rourke. Hi, welcome. So I've been reading some of this book that was sent to me, Get the Life You Love and Live It. It was written by someone in the UK, Arvind Devaya, And I'm hoping that he's going to be on with me soon on one of my shows. I'd love to do an interview with him. Carrie was the one that actually introduced the two of us. And what a beautiful soul he is. But in this book, in the back, he has inspiring quotations. And I wanted to read one of these because it is so good. And I just think it would be good for us to hear some of these inspirational quotes this morning that I woke up with and found that it really helped me. It inspired me. Rick Morrow is here. Good morning. And Carol, I slept good once I settled down. I listened to the crickets. Gabby, you had them at the farm. Jed pretty much stood at the head of the bed all night, staring at the bedroom door. From 3 a.m., they kept running down the hall, barking. Oh, my goodness. And Jean's here with Ringo. Good morning, Jean and Ringo. And Sally slept like a baby last night after a group reading, which went amazingly good. I'm so glad. Suzanne, good morning to you, sweet friend. Okay, so this quote is by George Bernard Shaw. This is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, the being of a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live it, it is my privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. That was George Bernard Shaw, and that was written so long ago. But just those words, I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it is my privilege to do for it what I can. I so resonate with those words. It's a privilege to come on here every morning. It's a privilege to see all of your faces. I see your face when I look at your names. I know what most of you look like, what you sound like. And I really appreciate that you have taken time to come on here to this show and to show us your personality, to let us hear your laugh. I just love every one of you, and it is a privilege to do this every day and to come on here with you every day. I love you so much, and I feel like us coming together, each of us is making a commitment. We're all committing to being the very best us that we can be, and we do that. We do that every morning when we come on here. Hope is here. Good afternoon to you, Hope. It's so good to see you, honey. And it was wonderful to see you last night. And we are lifting you up and praying that you get better and better and better with each day that passes. We love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And Gabby says, Jean Lorio just want to snuggle that little Ringo up. He is so amazing. He was meant to be in your life. He was placed there just for you to have that unconditional love. That's what animals are. They're just unconditional love. They don't know anything else. You know, they just come into this world for that purpose, to shine light and to help us to see that in them. They're showing us how we are in our true self. When we were doing the chanting, we've done it for 77 days in a row. And when we do that particular chant, the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we find our true self, that little glimpse of the spark that's inside of us, that's just love. And that's what animals are, and that's what they show us. It's just love. Well, hello, Steve Hickey. Thank you for being on here this morning. Y'all are so beautiful. So, what's going on today? Anything? Any new start to a new week? You know, I listen to Abraham every morning, and Abraham reminds us this is a good day. This is a very good day. And we can start our week every week. We can start that way on Sunday. This is a good week. You know, just set that intention. Our words create. So when we put out there that good intention of it's going to be a great day, it's going to be a great week, whatever happens each moment of my life is beautiful. And we set the tone, we create. So let's do that. Let's create a good week for all of us. And today is just the beginning of that. Today, whatever comes up for you, just keep that in the front of your mind. It's a good day. And I'm here for the collective. I'm here showing up and shining my light and being the very best me that I can possibly be. What you focus on expands. So what do you choose to focus on today? Let's talk about that. When you're doing something and you have pure motive of just putting out positive energy, what are you focusing on as you're doing that? Are you focusing on the fact that others are lifted up by what you do? Or is there a thought that creeps in and says, maybe people won't like me. Maybe people won't respond to what I'm doing. And that doubt and that insecurity starts to creep in. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes when you're really putting your energy out there, all of a sudden there's that one little thought. And it reminds me of like when an actor performs, whether it's in a play or a movie, and they might put on the best performance of their life. They might really put their heart and soul into what they're doing. And the audience may just absolutely love them. But what do? They look at the reviews and they actually search and look for that one review that said that it was terrible, that one review of someone who didn't resonate, someone who just wasn't their thing. And you know, not everything is for everybody, but there may be that one person that says, that was horrible. That was the worst play I've ever seen. And that's what the actor focuses on. They hated me. You know, looking at that one review and saying, oh my gosh, you know, they thought I was terrible. I must have done such an awful job. Instead of looking at all the other reviews that said, this was great. This was wonderful. And looking at the audience that was enthralled and gave them the applause and the kudos. We sometimes focus on that one little thing that just goes upstream and that makes us look at, okay, maybe I wasn't as great as I thought I was. And it happens. It happens. If we focus on that, what we focus on expands. So if we look at the people that are criticizing, there will be people that criticize. There will be people that don't like us. There will be people that tear us apart because of the way we look or the way we sound, or, you know, they just are having a bad day. So they just want to criticize something about somebody. We focus on all that criticism that's out there. That's all we're going to have in our mind. But if we focus on helping one person, if there was one person that got the message, if there was one person whose life was changed or started to shift because of something that was said, or maybe they were paid attention to, maybe their name was called out and they're not used to that. They're not used to somebody paying attention. You know, when I was a kid, we were supposed to be quiet and not be seen, not be heard. So our names weren't said. I grew up in a big family. Our names weren't said out loud unless we were in trouble. And that was the time that we were called to the carpet. We were called forward to get the attention because we were in trouble. So many times in life, if we're not used to having that spotlight, if we're not used to having somebody see us, and then all of a sudden, somebody's saying my name, somebody's talking to me and acknowledging me. Wow, that's sometimes kind of hard to accept if you're not used to it. You're still looking for that person that's saying your name with a more than pleasant connotation to it, that person that's criticizing and tearing you apart. So let's shift all of that. Let's shift away from looking at criticism. We can turn around from looking at what's going wrong and look at what's going right. And Jean L'Oreal, I so appreciate the message that Jean gave us last night during the chanting. We were talking about the mala beads, and Jean shared that what she learned from Kuan Yin is that when you do the mala beads, you turn each one because you're turning, you're shifting, you're moving in a direction, you're changing with what you're chanting. So we can do that with everything in our life. We can turn that bead, we can look at a different side of it. And when there's contrast coming up for us, when there's that person that's screaming louder than everybody else, how bad this is, how awful, why in the world would you come on to a show and do stuff like this? We can turn away from that by looking at that one person that says, what you just did changed me. It shifted something in me. It changed my life. We can turn and look at that positive energy instead of the one that's screaming loudly about what we are doing. So I just want to see what your comments are. Joanna Marshall, thank you for being with us this morning. She says she did something to the left ankle at work yesterday, teaching, feeling tired and frustrated. Please send me some positive healing energy. Absolutely, Joanna, we will do that. And Joanna, at the end of the show, we lift up prayer requests and just really lift up each other with love. So I'm hoping you'll stay on until the end so we can do that for you. And we definitely will place you in that circle and lift you up. Jean says, good morning. I couldn't type because I had a lap full of dog. That little Ringo is so adorable. Oh my goodness. I just love that he's come into your life and brightened up your life and brightened up our life because we get to see him on camera. Good morning, Shri. Thank you for being here with us. Jean says, don't read reviews, just listen to your heart. Yeah, absolutely. Listen to your heart. And Suzanne says, the best feeling in the world is having that dog. I love dogs. I do too. And Sally says, yes, we do. I was raised on criticism from everybody in my family, except a couple of cousins who always raised my vibrations. And aren't those the ones that we remember so fondly? I had an aunt that lived out of state from where I grew up, and I looked forward to her visits every time she would come visit us. She was like a breath of fresh air. So when she came in, it was a totally different energy in the house because she brought that light in a world that was so full of darkness. Here came one person with a smile, one person that said our names in a loving way, that shared of herself in a way that we could see us in her. We could see that, yeah, not everything is doom and gloom. Not everything is be quiet, go stand in the corner, out of sight, out of mind. No, this person wanted to give hugs. This person wanted us to know we were loved. It only takes one person to change a world. It really does. It takes one person shining that light, saying that positive message, sending out the energy that's needed into the darkness. That's all it takes. And that's what it was with my aunt that would show up. I was so happy every time I knew she was coming. And we knew she was coming because we had to clean the house. We had our chores, but if we knew she was coming, it had to be extra special clean. But it was worth it because look at what we got, that beautiful energy that was going to be there with us. And so let's clean the house in expectation of the good vibration that's going to come through what we expect, what we put out there, and we call to us, it shows up. So calling in that good vibration today, let's do that. Let's make space for it. Yeah, Maria, it takes only one courageous person to access the light. It really does. And Suzanne says, if I feel a really big knot, I visualize uncoiling the coil like we did the other day in your guided prayer. Yeah, just let it uncoil. That knot doesn't have to stay there inside of you. That the light is there. It may have gotten dimmed by some of that energy that was pushing it down, but it doesn't have to stay dim. You can turn that around. Turn that mala bead, like Jean shared with us, turn the mala bead to where you're pivoting away from whatever was the low vibration and bring in the good vibration. Like that song, good, good, good vibrations. Now you all are going to have that song stuck in your head the rest of the day. I hope you do, because that's what we're calling to us. We're calling in the good vibration. Okay, so what else we got? Maria, yesterday appeared in my day, winds of change, Scorpion, the winds of change. That's what we are. We are the winds of change. We're creating that. We're doing that. Navriti is with us. Good morning. And she's calling in good vibrations today for sure. And Navriti shared with me in a message this morning that she's feeling so much better. And I'm so happy to hear that. We have lifted you up for good health, for happiness, for joy. And here you are. We called you to us this morning, and thank you for being here. Okay, so what else we got? Christina, I have an aunt that has really helped me out since my mom. Well, one of 3 awesome aunts I have left on this plane. But when she heard that I wanted to perhaps look at leading workshops, she gave me a glass energy ball and light meditation to use. I was so pleasantly surprised and happy. I am so glad you had that experience, Christina. You are such a wonderful, bright light. And thank you for being you. Thank you for that smile of yours and all your positive energy that you put out in the world. It's just beautiful. Deirdre showed up. Oh my gosh. She says, oops, time got away from me again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sweet Deirdre. Your presence has been missed. Yes, we're so glad to have you back with us this morning. Oh my gosh, I love you so much and have really missed your bright smile and your words. So I hope you are doing well, my friend. And Navriti is giving gratitude to the family. And Joanna says, I love you all, my divine brothers and sisters. So happy to be here, feeling the positive energy and so grateful. We're grateful to have you here, Joanna. Blessings to you. Jose Flores, hello and welcome. Thank you for showing up this morning. You all are just beautiful this morning. We have a full house. We have the family gathered for the beginning of the week. So beautiful. So very beautiful. And we're creating. You know, this is not a group that just sits still. We're constantly doing things in our group. And one of the things we're doing right now is some creative writing. So people are starting to send in their story. We're creating an anthology of stories, of poems, blessings, whatever you want to write out, just write it out, type it up and send it to me in a message so I can put it in our book. And our book, and Deirdre, I don't even know if you are aware of this yet, our book is going to be called Namaste, Y'all. That is the title of our anthology that we are all doing together. And I did research to see if we could use that without getting in trouble with anybody. And yes, we are going to be able to use that for the title for our book. And I'm so happy because it really does, it's us, it's what we are. We see the light in each other. We see the spirit in each other. And we all bond together in that love and that light. So I'm so for real that we're doing this, that we're creating something that signifies that we did this. We came together in a time that was very confusing and chaotic. And we were all feeling that need to just wrap our arms around each other. We just reached out a hand, right? We just reached out our hands and found each other during that time of pandemic, during that time of being locked away and in solitude. We came together as a community. And now we're going to have this book that's going to just have our voices shine out more into the world. So if you haven't started yet, it's not too late. You can put words to paper and then just send it to me. And I'll be compiling it all and putting it all together. And our beautiful Sherry Myers, who's part of our family, asked the question yesterday, what is the theme? What's the theme for our book? And I said, well, we came together as a community, shining our light and bringing unconditional love to each other. I feel like that is our theme. That's our theme every day when we come here. We give love to each other. We lift each other up with positive, unconditional love. So, from the stories that have been shared, that is the theme that has been running through everyone, is love. It's unconditional. There are no strings. We don't love you if you do anything. We love you, period. And that is what's going to be shown in this book. In all of our stories, we're going to be showing that love, period. So just do it. Just do it. Just write up your story. Write up whatever you want to put in the book to shine out there into the world. And let's get it done. Let's get it published. And let's see what you're saying. Jean Morio, I don't remember who said this. It might have been Maya Angelou, but they said, people will never remember what you said or what you did, but they will remember how you made them feel. And you make me feel joy, my family. Absolutely. And yes, I believe it was Maya Angelou. What beautiful words she brought to us in our world, didn't she? Very uplifting. Thank you, Jane, for that reminder. And Charlie says, thanks to the universe for another day on this incredible planet and to have all you incredible, beautiful people in my life. Charlie, you are so amazing. You're such an inspiration to all of us. You know, Charlie just went through a very difficult time of coming together to celebrate his darling wife who just passed. Releasing some of the grief that's in there, that's never easy. But Charlie, I know that the weekend that you spent in celebration is something that you'll never forget it. You can't by an experience like that, to come together to fully acknowledge and love and share with others, with friends and family, to celebrate somebody's life that was so huge, hugely a part of your experience. So we were wrapping our arms around you. We were holding you tight while you had that experience over the weekend. And Charlie, it was so good to see you last night in the chanting group, just to see the beauty of what's inside of you and to let that beauty flow. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie, for being part of our family. Thank you for being part of my journey. I really appreciate having you here with us. Julie Kiss, good morning to you, my friend. And Joanna says, a book, so exciting and beautiful. It really is. And Suzanne says, the book sounds great. I wouldn't even know where to start writing. That's the beauty of it. We don't have to know. We just take a pen and a piece of paper and we just let the words flow, not trying to force anything, not saying, okay, I have to write this chapter. It's, I get to write this. I get to share my story. I get to be an inspiration, to hold a candle, like that saying that I read. I'm holding this torch. I'm going to let it shine just as brightly as it will shine before I pass it on to future generations. We are in the now. We're in this now moment. We're the ones holding the torch. We're the ones going bravely forward into whatever future there may be. And we're the ones shining light. So just sit with that paper and that pencil or pen, whatever you choose. Was it Eugene that said that you like to use a pen because of the sound of the pen as you wrote on the paper? I love that. I love to write with a pen because I love the way it flows. I use one that really flows, the ink flows out of it, and it's smooth, and the words just kind of just go on their own. And that's what we do, whether we're writing on a piece of paper or we're painting on a canvas or we're just sitting here talking. We just let the energy flow from us. That's all we have to do. We just show up. And that's all you have to do to write your chapter or to write your inspirational thoughts. Just show up. Just sit there and let it flow and let it happen. And it will. It will. That's how when Abraham talks about going downstream, that's what that means. To not have to steer the boat, not have to put that oar in the water to make it go somewhere. We're not forcing anything. We are allowing. We are doing what Marietta says. We're accepting, aligning, and allowing. Accept, align, allow. Put you in that downstream motion. It just lets your boat go wherever you're supposed to go. And you do. You end up right where you're supposed to be with the people in your life that are supposed to be there, people that are uplifting and beautiful energy and that make you feel like $1 million. That's what this does every day when we come on here. We feel so special. We feel so valued. And you are. You totally are valued just for you. You're not forcing anything. You're not rowing that boat in any direction. All you did was click a button and come on here. That's all you did. You showed up. And look what happened. Look what happened today. Look at the inspiration of Hope showing up and Hope being here and saying that she's feeling better. Navriti coming on. She's feeling better. Catherine, she's feeling better and the kiddies are doing well. People that we pray for all the time, that we lift up, are saying, yes, it's making a difference. Yes, I feel good. Karen Palmer last night sharing that the fires were not as intense, that the smoke was not as bad. We make a difference. If you don't get anything else from what I say today, get that. Take that to heart. You're making a difference by being here. You're holding the torch. You're shining a light. Absolutely. So let's see what else we got going on. Helen Stanley says, thanks for the inspirational quotes and the positive vibrational energy today. Helen, we're here every day on this show. This is an everyday thing that we come on and we share love and we hold each other up and we just love. That's what we do. We're not a religious group. We have no agenda other than just to love each other. And I love to say our religion is love because that's what we do. That's what we believe in. And love does change things and love does heal. It is Kuan Yin was the one that brought me that message. Love is what heals, is that energy that creates a shift and a change inside of us. And I'm just going to type into the messages that it is prayer request time. So if you have something that you would like to put forth and have us pray for, set intentions for, lift up energy for, then please just go ahead and type that in. Okay, so Sally says, the same here, Teri. I love gel pens, gel writers. Yeah, that's all I use. You know, years ago I used Bic. That was like the only pen you could get was the Bic pens, right? And it didn't flow. I mean, it wrote, but it was like the ink didn't just have that smoothness when you wrote with it. And once I found the gel pens, oh my gosh, I was so happy because I am a writer. I write, I journal, I write daily. So those gel pens were so smooth and it's like, oh my gosh, what a great feeling. And that's how our life is. Once we find the gel pen, once we find our flow, everything just is so smooth. Everything starts to have a real rhythm to it and a flow and beauty as we put our energy out. So let's all be the gel pens today. Let's let that energy just flow along. Whatever we're doing, whatever we do, we can be that inspiration in the world. We can be that light in the world. Okay. Oh, it was Christina. Sorry, Jean. See, I'm just making you like have all of this wonderful stuff, which you do, but I didn't attribute it to the right person. It was Christina. Says she likes the pencil sounds, but she likes the smooth pens too. And Jean, I loved what you came out with, and this I know was you when we were doing the book in the book club, and you were writing your answers in pencil. And then you realized, why am I writing in pencil? I deserve to write in pen. I deserve to have that permanently written, not with something that I can erase and change, that my life is solid. It's more solid. It's not something that I'm going to change my mind about. This is how things are for me. And putting down that thought, putting down those words, this is me, this is me. And I don't have to erase anything about me. And I love that. And I love years ago, I learned from one of my mentors, we don't have to go back and erase or change anything in our life. It happened. Our life happened. The experiences happened. We can take all those experiences. They're wrapped up in who we are right now. And we don't have to change anything. We don't have to go back with regrets and say, oh, let me just erase that part of my life. No, it's part of who you are. So thank you, Jean, for that inspiration that you brought forth as we were doing the book, The Return to Me, together. What else you got? Maria says, a book of inspiring knowledge sounds so fabulous. Yeah, and it's amazing to know there's a light family support. Thank you, Teri. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And yes, Marianne says, shine bright. Oh, so beautiful. So some of the prayers for peace on earth from Julie Kiss. Joanna, please pray for my former husband, Matthew, my son's father. Absolutely. And Suzanne, I'd like to put my daughter and myself into the circle of prayer. Joanna says Matthew is struggling with addiction, diabetes, arthritis, and heart problems. Sally, prayers for the victims of the fire, for Mother Gaia to heal, for Tony to continue being lifted, and for all of us to witness a miracle today, big or small. Let's just take a breath with that one. Let's feel that. Let's feel that prayer. To have a miracle today. Miracles happen every day. I believe in miracles. Thank you, Sally. Thank you for that. And Deirdre's asking for prayers for Diana. Marianne, prayers for calm seas. And from Deirdre, world peace, of course. And I would like to put my friend Joanna in. She has been coming on with us in the mornings. Let's put Joanne and her daughter, putting them both in the circle, and actually her whole family right now, her daughter, her grandson, her son-in-law. Just lifting them up this morning and asking you all to surround her, to surround her. Any other prayer requests? We're going to really, I'm just listening to the angels. We're going to really go into this prayer with that expectation of a miracle, with the expectation of just feeling each other's love today. Let's just feel that love. Good morning, Kennedy. Thank you for being here with us. I love you all so much. You know, every Sunday we do this silent meditation here at Enlightened World Network. And Ruth and Deb and I sit together and we just voice whatever is coming up for us. And it's always such a beautiful time. And that's what I feel every morning when I lead us into this guided meditation. I just feel happiness. I feel joy. I feel bliss when we come together, all of us sharing our energy together. So this morning, it feels like we're going to go into the energy where miracles are created. And Hope says, can I put myself in the circle to not be on dialysis for too long? And prayers for all those in California. Absolutely, Hope. We're going to turn that statement around, though. Like we're turning the mala beads around. We're going to put you in our circle prayer today for perfect health, for improvement with every moment, with every breath that you take. We are lifting you up for improved health, to be back to a freedom of your life where you're not connected to a machine, you're not dependent on something else for your perfect health inside your body, for your cells to be in repair and to do exactly what they are supposed to do, to make your organs, especially your kidneys, function at their optimum level. Let's pray it that way, Hope. Let's see it as a very positive turnaround with that energy. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Maria says, prayers for Mother Earth and humanity to unconditional love, ground, and balance to compassion. And Christina says, trust me, if you expect to see miracles around you, you will see them. You will definitely see them. And Jean says, prayers for Veronica, who told us she lost her child yesterday. If you are here, Veronica, we send all of our love. All of our love, absolutely. And Charles says, yes, prayers for Hope. And Joanna, love to Veronica, to anyone that has experienced loss in your life. And remembering the family of my friend Camille that I just lost. Let's put her in that circle today. They are working on the celebration of her life that she lived. And she was such a bright light, and it's such a dear loss of this friend of mine that wanted to live. She wanted life. And now I feel her in spirit. I feel her freedom from pain, her freedom from um, just being so held down by having to go through chemo and all the things that her body went through to try to be in its perfection. So let's remember the family of Camille and the family of all those who have suffered a loss. And Suzanne, replying to Hope, I will keep you in my prayers, Hope. My sister had dialysis and then a kidney transplant. I am praying for full restoration of your body. Absolutely. So it is our prayer time. And thank you all. Thank you for all of the ones that you placed in the circle. Thank you for placing yourself in the circle. As every day when we do this prayer, I envision all of us standing around, holding hands. That is our circle as we are around the world. We are global. We're holding hands and just really feeling into each other's energy. Joanna says prayers for Sloan B, who recently lost her son Keith. Absolutely. So let's take a moment to go into our heart center. Let's just breathe right in there, into our high heart, where our spirit resides. Oh, thank you, Deirdre. Thank you. And I haven't seen Pochetta or Percheer on this morning, so let's lift them up as well. Lifting them up, and they always do such compassionate prayers for all of us. So let's hold them with whatever is going on in their world that we're not seeing their beautiful energy this morning. Let's send out love to them. She was on my mind last night, so I'm not sure what's taking place, but let's definitely lift them up. So just take that deep centering breath and start to feel the energy right there in your heart. Feel the movement, just like I was describing the clouds moving very quickly this morning. Let's see that quick movement slowing down. Let's feel the energy coming to a beautiful, beautiful turn as it moves in a circle inside of us. Feel your heart center start to open up. Just allow the energy. There's no barrier. There's no obstacle to receiving love. If there's a wall that you put up and you say, I can't open up my heart, that's a choice. So let's let go of anything, any thought process that says, I'm not worthy of love. I don't deserve love. Let's let that thought go. Throw it out of your boat and let your boat continue to go downstream. Let that energy flow freely. Be the gel pen. Just blow the energy from you, feeling it as it smoothly swirls around your heart. Envision all of these faces here of everyone that's gathered together. Just see us all in a circle. If you don't know what others look like, you can just envision them with just energy. Just see the energy of them connected into the circle. I see angels surrounding us this morning. They're all on the outside of our circle with their wings surrounding us, holding us, helping us to feel love right now, helping us to feel joy, helping us to see smiles from each other, to hear giggles from each other, to really lift each other up with the lightness and with the love. Just take a moment to feel that love inside. Let's take a moment to go into an energy of peace, to know that peace is possible. It's possible inside of us when we let go, when we don't put up any resistance and we stop putting up barriers and obstacles. We allow peace in. Let's take a moment for that right now. Just be in the joy, be in the love, be in the peace of the moment inside of you. Breathe it in. Take a deep breath all the way into your lungs. And hold on to it. And now release it back out. Sending out that love. Sending that peace and that joy out into the world. You're holding the torch. Is your torch shining bright right now? Is it shining and you're holding it up high for others to see, up above the crowd that may be crying out criticism and judgment into the world? Let your torch be what's seen. Hold it up high. Let others see that bright spot. Let them see that there are light workers here among those in the world that can't see the light. Let's be that light for them. Let's shine that light at the end of that dark tunnel. Maybe all they're seeing is what they're focused on. They're focused on war. They're focused on destruction. They're focused on separation. Let's be the light that shows them that we are all one, that there is no separation. We are all a spark of the divine. Today, make that commitment. Commit to being the light in your world. And then let that light shine so brightly. Turn up the volume of your light. Smile, giggle, laugh, hug. Just send love out from you today. Let it flow freely from you. And that's what we're doing right now. Right now, let's take a breath in and come back to where we're focused on the prayer request. Everyone that was placed in the circle, whether it was placed there for physical healing, for emotional, mental, or spiritual healing. Let's just see each prayer request that was placed in there in its perfection. See it as already happening, already coming to fruition. Bodies being healed, minds being healed, emotions being healed, and our spiritual self rising up like the flame that we are. Let's hold that thought and let's pour our beautiful love over every prayer request. And let's ask source energy. I call it God, call it whatever you wish. Let's ask for source to see these energies, to see these prayer requests, and for them to come to their perfection. And now let's just release our part of it. Let's release our attachment to the outcome and come back into our heart center and hold each other and envision that person that's standing right beside of you and just hold them. Just hold them with love and say from your heart, I love you. I love you. And if you're not feeling well today, if you're not feeling that you're the best you can feel, the best you can be, take our energy. Let our love be what lifts you up for healing. So just hold that one person and really pour love into them. And now let's do it for everyone. As I count to 3, we're going to say all together, thank you. I love you. We're going to show gratitude for showing up You showed up for me. You're here for me. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for coming in and letting us minister to you, for showing up and saying, I need prayer today. Thank you for doing that. And I love you. I love you with all my heart. I love you with everything in me because you are me. You are a part of the divine just as I am. So, on the count of three, let's show love and gratitude. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you with such a divine, unconditional love that you can't help but feel it. You can't help but be lifted up by that love. Feel it right now. Just feel what everyone is sending your way. We're all sending it to each other. And I'm receiving. I'm getting this heart filled up and overflowing with your love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being the torch in the world. Lift that torch high. Let it shine. Let it shine today. Put it out there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just breathe it in because I'm feeling so much love coming into me. I'm speechless. Oh, my heart is just overflowing. Thank you, Deirdre. It's so good to have you back on here this morning. Thank you. I love you. Just looking at all your names and all of your words of love. You're so beautiful. And if this is your first time here with us experiencing this, I hope and pray that it's been a blessing for you. And please be with us again. If you're not part of our family, come be a part of our family. We are the Angelic River family on Facebook. Join in with us every day when we come on here. And then later today, we'll be doing the silent meditation. The silent meditation is at 11 o'clock this morning. And then right after that, we're going to come together to talk about celebrating death, celebrating what happens when we leave our physical body. So if you want to join us for that, that'll be at noon today as we have a wonderful discussion together about what happens when we lose someone, what happens when someone is no longer there with us in our physical world. And that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful time together. I love you all so much. And Marietta, sharing the warmth and the hugs with y'all. Yes. It is a great day. It's a great day to have a great day. So I'll be back tomorrow on Monday, and we will do this all over again. We'll come and share some more love because we'll have more love to give because we are all going out to shine our light today. Just make it a special one for you and be blessed. I love you. Bye.